in the social square.
I do, George, and here's what's coming up on our GMA morning menu. In pop news, why Jimmy Kimmel is a very dangerous man, and this is no joke. We'll explain. Also, how happiness leads to success, not the other way around, and what you can do right now to get both. And Angelina Jolie's breast cancer surgeon is here live with what you need to know about some new medical advances. And then these ladies, we've got breast cancer survivors, we've got supporters. We are going pink here in Times Square on Good Morning America. How about a high five?
If you start out happy, then the success will flow from that. Yeah, it's good.
And it's very much a choice. It really, I mean, people say you can choose to be happy. And
I agree.
And how you define success.
Exactly, and how you define success.
And isn't it always more appealing to hang out with people who throw out positive energy? And I would assume at work that bosses would want to be around people who have that positivity about coming to work and giving it their all.
That's why I hang out with you guys.
Yeah, man. Hi. Okay. Also this morning, a behavioral scientist with an interesting tip. Right. The more decisions that we make, the worse we get making them. It's called decision fatigue.
Robin's shaking her head.
Just go ahead, continue.
Right. Dolan says you should save your decision-making energy for things that really matter. So hand over the menu and let your friends choose what you eat.
That is one way to go. I think the more decisions you make, the better you get at making them. And so I just think that when you get into a certain situation and you keep saying, oh no, you choose, you choose, you choose, you get into a habit of that. Yeah. You decide, you decide.
Like wishy-washy. I don't know. What do you want? No, what do you want?
Oh, really? Whatever works for you.
When someone else picks my dinner, I get cranky.
Note to self.
Or his lunch. That also. Also in our heat index, we're so excited that GMA is going pink this morning, and we have a very special foundation here. It's out there on Military Island. It's called E-Beauty. And October 1st, Rabbit, we start the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to continue the conversation that we were having with Dr. Christy Funk, who is Angelina Jolie's breast surgeon, and also, of course, our contributor, Dr. Jen Ashton, because we were talking about breast density and the importance of that. And when I was diagnosed in 2007, the mammogram did not pick up the cancerous tumor. It was, thank goodness, my doctor had said to also have the ultrasound, and that they're all now laws where doctors have to tell their patients.
No, the letter women get in the mail says, your mammo was normal, yay, P.S., your breasts are dense. But it often doesn't say, well, what do I do about that? What does that mean? So if you look at this graphic, level 4, dense breasts, all the way to the right there, it's like looking for a snowball in a snowstorm because cancer is white. So we've got two issues with density. One, it camouflages cancer because breast is white, fat is black. Fat doesn't get breast cancer. So the denser your breast, the whiter it is, and cancer gets overlapped and missed. Second issue, the densest breasts have 5 times the cancer risk versus fatty breasts. Wow. So now you have more cancer risk, and we can't find it.
Yeah. Right. Can I ask you also something else before you go? Insurance. Will it pay? Because a lot of people are saying, yeah, sure, I'd love to get the mammogram, love to get the ultrasound too. Will my insurance cover both?
Not always. Variable in different states, but you need to consider ultrasound, MRI, contrast mammo, and 3D mammo. We've got 4 tools in our chest that can see through that fog of white.
Right, because the mammogram caught one of my tumors, but not the second one.
MRI very interesting.
But doctors, how do we know which one is right for us? If they say, yes, they're dense, we're going to go ahead and go that extra step. Which step?
I think so many doctors, and I'm one of them, if I know my patient has dense breasts, I will automatically write for a mammogram and a breast ultrasound. But again, we have to get that covered by insurance because it not always is.
Yeah, so 50% of women have dense breasts. I think they all need ultrasounds. If you can layer on top of that risk, like family history, a history of a biopsy that looked weird, then you need to up the ante with even more. MRI,
Next chapter, Jen, in breast cancer awareness?
Oftentimes, it's the generation that are living with that woman with breast cancer. A lot of them have daughters. Those daughters are wondering, is this my destiny?
My daughters have already asked me.
That's right, and there's so much they can do, and they need to be told as teenagers, avoid alcohol, exercise. If they do that as a teen and as a young woman, it lowers their risk later in life. They don't have to be afraid, and it doesn't have to be their destiny.
Oh, Jen, thank you. Dr. Funk, thank you again for being with us again this year.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for going.
I know, and just having a conversation, and we talk about this among George, where are you, George? He's running the other way. But we should say, it also affects men. Yes, the vast majority as women, but also men are affected by breast cancer. We cannot believe 1 year ago today,
Right.
Amy took that brave step of getting her very first mammogram live here on GMA. Just before she stepped into the mammo van, she shared a videotape message explaining why she was doing it. And 1 year later we shared what.
Robin, you asked me, have you had that day yet? And no, not yet.
But you will.
I'm looking forward to it, and I will lean over, and I will say, I had my day.
Thank you for this conversation, everyone, and I hope that everyone at home, Lara, you know how we are as sisters, and how we discuss this. And it's not just today, it's not just this month. Thank you for the work that you do, Dr. Fung. Thank you, Jen. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to get a final check of the weather now with Ginger.